YouTube, Niner Empire. Another Super Bowl loss. Obviously going to make this short because, I'm on my phone, don't have a lot of storage. But, man, I mean, we had them. We had them yet again. And star players just didn't make enough big plays in the end. I think that kind of did it for us. We can go over plays in the game and this and that, but at the end of the day, man, like what was the turning point in this Super Bowl was the muffed punt. It completely flipped the momentum in the game. It just completely kind of derailed this team. Defense, I thought, played well, man. I thought Steve Wilks, called one hell of a game. I thought this defense really, really showed up. What it came down to, though, man, is, even with this defense stepping up, this offense, I don't think, did enough and wasn't doing enough to continue to put points up on the board. The key to beat the Chiefs, man, is you have to beat them on defense, but you have to play a flawless game. You can't have any turnovers, which I thought Brock Purdy played his ass off. I don't have anything bad to say about Brock Purdy. I don't think Brock Purdy could have played any better. I mean, obviously a couple throws here and there that he could have made that, probably would have helped out a little bit more, but Brock Purdy played enough for us to win this game, and that's what matters. I think it simply was, obviously, us getting in the end zone on that overtime drive, us not getting in the end zone during overtime on that last drive really, really hurt. Because I knew, I knew if we weren't going to get 7, we were in big trouble. And that obviously came to fruition. This one hurts, man. This is by far the worst heartbreak, I think, that I've ever experienced, to be completely honest. This one's going to take a very, very, very long time to get over. I thought Brock Purdy, I mean, first full year as a starter, again, he could have made a couple more throws here and there, but he definitely played enough for us to win the game. Obviously, you want to punch it in there on when you get the ball in overtime, but, things happen, man. I mean, at the end of the day, like, the questions will come, or the comments will come about Kyle Shanahan not being able to win the big game, and I can't defend that no more because he hasn't won the big game. We've been to 4 NFC championships and 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, and we haven't gotten to the ultimate goal of winning the Super Bowl. George Kittle, absolute non-factor. Debo didn't play well. Debo also, got hurt with the hamstring. Dre Greenlaw, man, got a feel for that guy. Tearing his Achilles, jogging out on the field. Absolutely mind-boggling, just awful luck. I feel for him. I feel for Fred. I feel for Trent Williams, McCaff, like all these guys, man. You just feel... It just feel terrible for him. I even feel bad for Kyle. I thought Kyle, a lot of people are going to want to talk about him not sticking to the run and not sticking to the run after the Jair Brown interception, which Jair Brown played his tail off. The defense, Steve Wilks caught a fantastic game. Obviously, on the last drive, Mahomes is going to do what Mahomes does because he's just simply one of the greatest ever. Again, man, you can't turn the ball. You can't have any mistakes when playing this Kansas City Chiefs team, and that muffed punt really hurt us. Our ability to not, for some reason, be able to move the ball when we were up, 10-3 after getting the Jair Brown, and like our ability just to not move the ball when we have a 10-3 lead really hurt us. And I don't know if that's on Kyle Shanahan's play calling. I don't know if it's just the Chiefs' defense was playing as well. It's probably a mixture of both. I don't know. I mean, I can't really sit up here and tell you exactly what it was. I'll have to go back and kind of, think about it and obviously watch, some of the key moments in that game. But I don't know what it was. We just didn't capitalize enough offensively. Our offense didn't show up enough. The stars on offense, Debo and Ayuk, and I thought Ayuk had an okay game. I thought, George Kittle, complete non-factor. Like, Debo Samuel, basically a complete non-factor. Christian McCaffrey was like not the only player. Juwan Jennings, I can't forget him. Threw a touchdown, caught a touchdown. The Niners absolutely have to re-sign him in the offseason. I hurt for Juwan Jennings, man, because if we win this game, Juwan Jennings is likely your Super Bowl MVP, and that's crazy to say considering how many studs are truly on this roster. And for a guy like Juwan Jennings to step up as big as he did, a lot of love for Juwan Jennings, just a lot of love for this team, and it hurts so bad to know that, another Super Bowl, another loss, and that's 3 in my lifetime now that we've lost. The Chiefs just made more plays. They did just a tad bit more to win the game. But yeah, Juwan Jennings, the touchdown, the trick play to McCaffrey was amazing. Looked like McCaffrey was the second option on that touchdown. And it worked. We scored, we're up 10-0. I knew the game wasn't over, though. It was almost just like being up 7-0. Especially when you got a guy like Patrick Mahomes on the other team. And then, again, man, our defense played lights out. Our defense did enough, absolutely, for us to win this game. It really came down to our offense not capitalizing on drives where we needed to put up points. We needed to capitalize on 3 and outs that our defense was forcing, and we didn't do that. And that's really what ultimately came down to it. If a lot of people want to talk about Jake Moody. Jake Moody was fantastic tonight. The kick, the extra point kick, a lot of people are going to want to bash him on that. And, I've been pretty hard on Jake Moody all season. But, look, man, a kick got blocked. Did he kick it a little low? Maybe. But at the end of the day, man, no matter what, the Niners had an opportunity to score the ball in overtime and to keep this game alive, and they weren't able to punch it in. But Jake Moody, guy broke the Super Bowl record, and then Bucker breaks the record, and then, he hit 2 field goals from 50-plus yards out. He couldn't have played any better besides, maybe kicking the ball a little too low on that extra point for it to get blocked. So, I don't know, man. Just kind of at a loss for words. It's almost not sunk in yet either. It has, but it hasn't. This one's going to hurt. This one's going to hurt for a long time. By far the most heartbroken I think I have ever been. Worse than the 2020 Super Bowl, just because of how freaking close we came. We were a couple plays away from being Super Bowl champions. We stopped the Chiefs on that 4th and 1. In overtime, we're Super Bowl champions. If we had just made a couple more plays. I thought the defensive line was swarming tonight. They were getting after Mahomes. The defense simply couldn't have done anything else. Like, the defense put our offense in numerous situations to win the football game. Again, I don't know if a lot of the scoring issues that we had this game was on Kyle. I don't know if it was just on Spagnolia calling, good formation for the Chiefs to get I don't know if it was Spagnolia calling, kind of just beating Kyle Shanahan in that chess match on a lot of those drives. But again, man, we just didn't capitalize on offense enough. Yeah. Kind of nothing else to say, man. Obviously, congrats to the Chiefs. You guys got a dynasty over there. I can only imagine how it feels to be a Chiefs fan witnessing, 3 Super Bowls in the past 5 years. Nobody knows what heartbreak is, though, until you are a Niners fan in the NFL. And that's one thing that I know for a fact. Yeah. I got really nothing else to say. I'll be back on here at some point, some point this week talking about talking a little more about the game. It's like I said, man, it's going to take a very long time for me and for the Niners fans to get over this. I mean, it sucks. Sucks for the veteran players. I really wanted Kyle to get over the hump. And obviously, like I said, now the questions will start to arise again about Kyle Shanahan not being able to win the big game. And I can't defend that no more. There's nothing I can do to defend that. Should Kyle have ran the ball more? Should he have done this? I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, I'm going to have to go back and watch key moments of that game. It's still processing. And, yeah. I mean, a hell of a season. I hate to say that because at the end of the day, I'm not satisfied with this year because we didn't win the Super Bowl, and I'm not going to ever be satisfied with this team unless we win a Super Bowl because this roster is way too damn talented to not win a Super Bowl. But the confidence in me for this team to win a Super Bowl, year in and year out after these heartbreaks is just going down lower and lower. So, yeah, man. This is going to take a long time to get over. No words to describe this feeling. No words to describe, the pain I'm sure us Niners fans will be in for a very long time. But, yeah, stay tuned. I may need a couple days, obviously, to kind of process this and kind of cope. But, yeah, again, congrats to the Chiefs. You guys made the more plays to win this game. It was one hell of a game, but we didn't get the job done. Yeah.